Yes, people, welcome back to Normski TV and the match reaction of the game Brighton nil, Arsenal 1. I'm talking quite quiet because it's 1:27 in the morning. Not so long got back from a funeral up in the Midlands. So, bro, it was a bit of a time one today. But listen, I listened to the game on the way home from the funeral. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'll tell you what, they put me through the ringer. They put me through the ringer. Thank God for assisted lanes. The things you get on the cars. Because mate, a couple of times, man, this team, Brighton, was scaring me the way they were attacking us. Do you know what I mean? 60 odd percent possession. Do you know what I mean? And Arsenal, listen, they didn't really come to play football. They scored a goal early. Saka scoring an early goal, and I think it was in the 9th minute. And after that, we did nothing. Are we stinking our way to a title? Are we stinking our way to a title? Man City dropped points today. I did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. Nottingham Forest come from 2-1 down to 2-2. Man City winning 1-0. They equalise, Morgan Gibbs White. Then Rodri making it 2-1. And then Anderson making it 2-2. And then there was 7 minutes added on for both teams. You couldn't write this. You could not write this. And I'm telling you, bro, it was nervy. It was absolutely nervy. But it was an absolutely stink festival win. I'm telling you now, we did not play well. Yeah, we did not play well. Can we continue to do this? Look, I'll tell you this now, yeah. If we're going to play like this and win 1-0, 8 games to go, 5 games at home, right? 5 games at home and 3 away. Can we do this? I'm not going to believe yet, guys. No. I ain't believing yet. But listen, it's in our hands now. Yeah, as they would say, it's all in our hands. It's all in our hands. And look, the team news. Obviously, we hear that Saliba wasn't in the match day squad today, or yesterday, should I say. Looks like he's twisted his ankle. Who knew? Maybe an injury that he was carrying from before. But listen, I hope he recovers quickly from that because, listen, we've got some games coming up. Mosquera comes in for him. And there were 2, obviously, changes. Obviously, Martinelli comes in for Trossard. And then the team was very much the same. Ancape on the left back. Timber at right back. Mosquera, Gabriel, Raya in goal. Zubamendi Rice up front. Gokres at the fulcrum. Saka on the right. In the 10 was Eze and Martinelli on the left. And to be honest, guys, let me tell you this now. Our attack is just non-existent at the moment. Yes, Saka did score, but after that, didn't do nothing. I felt that Gabriel was probably our best player tonight or yesterday. I keep saying tonight. Yesterday it's it's 1:30 now in the morning. So listen, mate, we have to do this. So we have to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. Who cares about the views? I'm buzzing. We won the game. Stinky 1-0. And look, the Brighton manager was not happy with the way we were playing. You know, he says if the Arsenal are going to go and win the way, you know, they're playing and this whole dark hearts of wasting time, Rare going down 3 times. He said he's never seen that before. You know, and at one point he did go down, and the players had the chance to go over and speak with Mikel Arteta to receive more instructions how to do more dark arts. You know what I'm saying? But look, Ursula was not happy, and Arteta's response to that was, "I am not surprised. I'm not surprised he would say that. He's never really said anything good about us. That's not the very words he said, but essentially that's what he was trying to say." And Ursula, look, it is what it is. Brighton do play good football. As I said, they had 60% possession. In terms of shots, they had more shots than us, 11. 3 shots on target, so our 2 shots on target. But that 1 shot on target is a mistake from the goalkeeper. Gratuitous one, I'd say. You know, I think Belabor was blocking his eye line. Then, the goal goes in. I was like, what? You know, I'm trying to say it was 1-0. And I was thinking, are we going to now try and push on? knowing that Man City are playing at the exact same time as us. But look, we did our job, a very hard fought win, and with those 7 minutes added on, Brighton were putting the pressure on. They moved the ball around quickly, moved around nicely. And, I just thought to myself, you know what? We need to get a handle on this game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Look, they didn't really, when I was watching it in parts, they didn't. You see, if they had somebody that could finish their dinner, then it would have probably been a different story to this evening. It would have been a different story yesterday evening, but they didn't. They didn't have anybody that could finish their dinner, and so it was a great defensive play, especially by Gabriel Mangalese. I thought he played well. Mascara, listen, gets a yellow card, and I felt that in that game, it was coming to a point where I was getting a little bit worried because he was a little bit rash. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't one of his best games, but Mikel Arteta made changes and took him off and brought on Calafiori. Moved Calafiori, obviously came into the left back and moved Pierre Ankipe to the right side of the centre back pairing. And Timber, yeah, he played okay. Ray, as I said, a decent game. Apart from one situation, I don't know what was going on there. Again, Ray plays the ball out, goes straight to a Brighton player, and the the Brighton player lobs him. I don't know if it was from my head. I can't remember, as I said, because I had to have one eye on the road. And lucky enough, Gabriel was there on the line to clear it. That could have been a different story, people. That could have been a different story. Rice just run off his butt as usual. You know what I mean? Whether he's playing with an injury or not, I don't know. But listen, he ran his butt off. Zubamendi, in these kind of games, he came off in the 77th minute. I think Norgard came on for him, or in the 70th minute. I can't remember exact, but Norgard come on for him. But Zubamendi, in these kind of pressurized games where Brighton are just constantly pressuring you, these are not games that are really made for Norgard. And, I'm just wondering, is it Arteta just, with the noise of Zubamendi playing so many minutes, the most minutes amongst all the Arsenal players, did he say, right, let's bring on Norgard for the last, 13, 15 minutes or so, which he did come into. Eze, in parts, was okay, but generally our front four were not good. Gokeres got taken off. Kai Havertz come on. He had one chance where, he hit it at the keeper. And to be honest, I personally don't think he really did much. I know there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, Kai's the one that's going to take us to a title. Look, the team, the defense is what's going to take us to a title. Yeah, Kai ain't going to take us to a title because it'd be a matter of time before he breaks down again. You know what I'm trying to say? Gokka scored 10 Premier League goals. Yes, he's not had his best time at Arsenal, but he's our top goal scorer. And aside from the this game and the last game, he hasn't played well. He hasn't had many touches with the ball. I don't even know what the stats are for that. I'm not going to bother look at the stats, but obviously he got taken off. And Kai Havertz came on for him. Martinelli got taken off. He just didn't have a good game either. Trossard come on. Trossard didn't make any difference. Losing the ball as usual didn't make no difference. And again, Saka scores a goal, but aside from that, what did he really do? You know what I mean? What did he really do? And so yeah, we see out the game, we win it 1-0, and over there, up in City, they draw 2-2. And so now we have a situation where we're now on 67 points. They're on 60 points. Let's just look at the table. You know what I mean? I need to see this table, guys. I need to see this table, guys. It's a family, guys. 67 points with a goal difference of plus 37. Games played 30. We do have played one more game than Man City. We are 7 points clear. Now, going into that game, we need to have, we're going to be 4 points clear because of the game in hand, because obviously if they win their game in hand against Crystal Palace, it'll be 4. But going into that game against City, I need a 6 point gap, 6 to 7 point gap. 4 point, I'm still a little bit nervy. But look, it's better because I did not see this coming tonight with City dropping points against Nottingham Forest, who are fighting relegation. And now what's great about the whole, event is that they're now 1 point behind Tottenham, same as West Ham, who won 1-0 today. So listen, they are saying, I think West Ham are saying, watch out, Spurs, we're coming for you. We're coming for your backside, man. And so it's been an all-round great evening yesterday, with Man City dropping points. Look, they were saying in that game that there was a couple of times where the decisions weren't going against them, and Bernard Silva was not happy, having a little bit of a moan. It would have been a different situation if we had drawn the game, Man City drawn the game would be as we were, or us drawing the game and Man City winning. Do you know what I mean? Because I did fear that was going to go to Brighton. I did say a 2-1 win, not a confident win, but it was like that's what I thought we'd win by 1 goal. Because I felt that Brighton, with Danny Welbeck, who came off the bench late, I was thinking, well, he didn't start, so thank goodness for that. But it was one of those games where you're thinking, bro, we could drop points there, Man City gain points, but it's the other way round. We get 3 points and Man City drop 2 points. And so we have a gap of 7 points, albeit they do have a game in hand. But listen, we only can do what we need to do. Are we going to stink our way to a title? Am I happy for us to be playing this way? Guys, put it in the comments. Are you happy for Arsenal to stink their way through these next 8 games, and lift a title in 22 years? Yeah? Look, at the moment now, it's just about the points now. So it's just about the point. I've gone past performance, because Arsenal have not got that in them no more. They are literally on their last legs. How Mikel Arteta rotates, and we've got a game on Saturday against Mansfield away, FA Cup final, which would, if we win that game, we go into the quarterfinals. He has to rotate. I don't care. I want to see some of the kids in there. We should be beating Mansfield. No offense to Mansfield, but we should be going there beating them. It's not going to be a nice pitch, but we need to go there. I know what he's going to do. He's going to have probably a couple of big hitters on the bench, but we need to just go there, take care of business, and then our next game is Everton at home. We have 2 back-to-back home games, Everton and Bournemouth. So we have to win. I know Man City go away to West Ham, who was in great form today, who had won away at Fulham 1-0, Somerville scoring that goal. So listen, look, West Ham are fighting for their lives, and they've got something to fight for. So it's not going to be an easy game for Man City, especially how they've dropped them points there, because there was an expectation for Man City to come away and win that game against Nottingham Forest. But how the tables have flipped. But as I said, in 6 weeks' time, when we go to play Man City, there is a Carabao Cup final to play before that. That is going to really hinge. I think we need to go into that game in that cup final, and we need to go for it, win it. It will just give us that confidence, that boost in our arm to go on when we do play Man City's after that. Listen, they've got, as I say, they've got like, I think 5 or 6 away games, and then 4 home games. So yes, we're going to say yes, because we've got the more home games, it's going to be an easier run for us. No, it's not. These last 8 games are going to be tough. What we have to be on it. As I said, we are stinking our way. Are we? That's the question. Are we stinking our way to a title? Can we do it? Listen, I had friends, family phoning me on the way home, and this one goes out to a certain man. You know I'm talking. Listen, when we're going through bad times, ring me. Not only when we're going through good times. You know who you are. Yeah. If you see this, when we are going through bad times, I need a call from you, not when we're winning. Okay. And I'll leave it at that. But listen, people, it's a short one. Great win. Even though it's stinky. But listen, we have to do what we have to do. And onwards and upwards. Big game away to Mansfield this Saturday. Let's go there, take care of business, and just those players that don't need to be in the side, I don't want to even see them there. They need to be rested. Don't know what the situation is with Sleep. I don't know what the situation with Odegaard is. But look, let's see what happens. We need everybody now, all hands on decks now. And Arteta has to rotate. If we're going to do anything, he has to rotate, because A couple of our players are running on fumes, are running in the red. But listen, are we stinking our way to a title? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next match reaction. Take care and God bless.